Welcome back, gang. So today I want to start working on the post functionality. Okay, so let's go ahead into our text editor and start setting some things up. So the first thing I want to do is set up the model. So it's PHP artisan make model post, and then I also want a migration, and I also want a factory so we can see the database with some dummy posts. Okay, now that that's done, we can go ahead and start working on the migration. So posts. And okay, so we need a couple of new fields in here. So the first one is going to be, it's actually going to be an unsigned big integer. And this one, it's going to be named user ID, underscore ID. Okay. And the next one is going to be, let's see, we'll copy and paste this one, and then we can do parent ID. Now, what this is, so when a user creates a post, they are going to have their user ID is going to be in this first one here. If a friend posts to our page, then they will still be the user ID, but our user ID will be the parent ID. So that's how we're going to be able to distinguish between the two posts. Okay, which means now that this has to be nullable so that we don't throw an error every time we try to save a post and we don't have a parent ID attached to it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is add a table field or a text field. And this one, we're just going to go ahead and call it body. Okay. So now let's go ahead to the, is there an error? Okay, so let's go ahead to the post model and start working in there. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is add our protected fillables. So protected fillable, and that's going to equal an array, semicolon. And the first one is going to be user ID. The next is going to be parent ID. And then the last will just be body. Okay. Now we also need a relationship for this to be able to attach the user to it. So that'll be public function user, and then we'll open that up and we'll return this belongs to, and then it'll be a user class. Okay, semicolon. Now let's go ahead and add the inverse relationship to the user model. Okay, so user, and then down here it's going to be public function posts, and it's going to be multiple. It's going to be multiple because we're going to have multiple posts for the user. Okay, so then we'll open that up, and then we're going to return this, meaning this user has many posts class. Fantastic. Okay. So now we want to go to the new factory that we created, which is post factory. Okay, and we want to set this up so that we can just add a bunch of new posts to display, and we can work on the display in a bit. So it'll be user ID is the first field, equals, we'll just hard code that as 1. The next thing will be parent ID, and then we'll just hard code this as null. And the last will be body, and we'll just make that, we'll just use Faker for that. So this Faker paragraph. Now to use this in the database seeder, we are going to open it up, and then we can change this. We'll just refresh all of the users that we have in there. So we can use this. Instead of it being just factory has profile create, what we can also do is add the relationship of has posts. Okay, and then let's just put, I don't know, we'll put 5. So now each user will have 5 new posts. Okay, and so now what we can do is go ahead and try to see the database. So we'll go ahead, PHP artisan migrate fresh. So that's what this is going to do, is it's going to drop the current database that we have and then migrate all of the tables that we have, including the new posts one. So we'll do that, and then here we'll also throw the seed flag so it can seed the new users with the new posts and profiles. Okay. So now that all of that has been done, they were dropped and reseeded, let's go ahead and take a look in our database and see the new fields. So we can refresh this, and now we have the posts. Okay, so we'll go to posts, and now you see user ID, parent ID is null, and just a whole bunch of different posts. So let's go ahead and try to we'll try to log in with a new user so we can start displaying this stuff. So we'll just pick the first one. Okay. Copy that email, head over to our page, and then we'll go ahead and log in with our user. So password is password, and remember me, log in. So let's go ahead and add the posts to the dashboard so that we can see what we have. Okay, we don't actually need this anymore. And then we'll drop that down, and we'll go to, well, we don't need this, or this. So we'll go to the dashboard controller, open that up. And since we're already rendering it, we can go ahead and add the field. So comma, we're going to add an array, and this is going to be, for now we'll just call it posts, and equals, and then we'll just do auth user posts. I need one of these arrows. Okay, comma. Now let's go to the dashboard page itself, and we'll go ahead and bring this in as a prop. So props, posts. Comma. Let's go ahead, refresh, and make sure that we're getting that prop in our dev tools. So we'll refresh, open up our dev tools. Okay, we'll go to view, inertia, dashboard, and now we have our posts. Okay. So now before we get into styling this, I just want to have a quick look into this array, into one of the items in the array. Now, as you can see here, we just have the post, so the body and the user ID, but we don't have any of the actual user information attached to this post. So what I want to do is I want to eager load that relationship, or that yeah, I want to eager load that relationship. So let's go to post model, and under this protected fillable, I'm just going to go ahead and paste in another one of these eager loaded relationships, and it's just like the one that we have in the user model that we used before where we added the profile. Again, we're going to change this one, but it'll be good for us to have it in here so that we can just have it available right in the prop. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh that and make sure that that's been attached. Okay, looks good so far. Open up dashboard, go down to the first one. And as you can see now, we have the user attached to it with the username and just all the other information that we could need for it. Okay. So now let's see if we can get all this stuff to start displaying on our page. Okay, so let's go ahead into the text editor. We can close this and okay, we're down here already. So now the way that I want to set this up is, because the user profile page and the dashboard page are both going to have posts on them, I want to make some dynamic components to be able to hold the posts, to be able to hold the comments, to be able to hold the likes and everything that we need. So in order to be able to do that, we'll eventually create a post controller too to handle the CRUD functionality, but for now, how I just want to set this up is open up components. We're going to create a new folder called post comment. Okay, in this post comment, we're going to add our first view file, which will be combined posts.view. Okay, and again, this post is going to be for not only our dashboard page but also our profile page. Okay, so let's go ahead and start adding some stuff to this. So let's try this. Okay, and then just get rid of this. And in the template tags, we'll just put div, we'll just put posts for now. Okay, so now let me just slide this over. Okay, so now in our dashboard, right at the bottom of the pages layout, just above the pages layout, the closing tag, I want to add the new component that we just created. So it'll be combined posts. Okay, so now we can import combined posts from, and it'll be at components / post comment / combined posts. Okay, and in the list we can just add combined posts. Okay, now while we're here, we can also send in the posts prop. Okay, so we'll go posts equals posts. Okay, so now we'll head into the new prop, combine posts, and we'll accept that prop in here. Props, posts. Now we're gonna go ahead, refresh, and see if we can see this posts in that dashboard page. So go ahead and refresh. You can close this out. Okay, great. So there's the component. Okay. So now in the combined posts component, we are going to add another div. We'll open that up. And then we're going to have a v-for loop in here. So v-for in parentheses, we'll put post in, or post, comma, key in posts, and then we'll have a key of key. Okay. No error. Okay. So now I want to add another component to this post comment folder. Okay. And this one we are going to call post item. So post item.view. Okay, open that up. We are going to add our styling or scaffolding, so default. We'll get rid of the style, and then just a quick div. Open that up, post item, and then move this over. So now we got to send in some props. So in our combined posts, we are going to add the new component, which is post item. Okay, we're going to import it here. Import post item from post item. Or just, okay. And then in our list of components, it'll be post item. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and send this prop into this post. Well, this post is now being sent up here. So the prop we're going to add is post equals post. Okay. And what's the error? It's in here. I need the slash. Yeah. Okay. So now post item has the post. Now we go to post item and we'll bring in that prop in here. Props post. Okay, so now we should be able to see post item. So once again, we'll go back to our page, refresh, post item. Okay, and there's 5 for all the posts that we have. Fantastic. So in here, we are going to give this div some classes. So class, and I'm just going to paste a bunch, which is just flex, a border top of gray 400, margin top of 5, py5, space x5. Okay, so now I'm going to grab just a little bit of code and we will go ahead and continue on. Okay, so we'll put it right in here. And all this is just a flex shrink 0 and an inertial link that goes back to the profiles page. We've got the post property that's coming in, the username, and then the image for that user. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Refresh. Okay, fantastic. And when you hover, you see they all go to the auth users page. So now I'm gonna add more code, and what this is gonna do is we added it under here. Move that over a little bit. Okay, so it's another flex, and this is just gonna be the layout for the post. So we're gonna have the username, and then we are gonna have the actual post, and then we are gonna have the date and the like and dislike, which we'll work on in a future episode. Okay, so let's take a real quick look and see what that looks like. Okay, so cool. So now we have a basic scaffolding of our stuff. So let's go see. The other thing that I do need to add in here is the it's going to be post body, and that should be it. We'll deal with the days ago later when we bring in Moment.js, but now this should be good. Let's go ahead and see what that is. Okay, cool. So these are all the individual posts that we pushed to the database we seeded. So now that we have this scaffolding set up, we are gonna work on this in the next episode and get more information in here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, push this up to GitHub. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.